Today we are going to talk about multiplying mixed numbers together. So we are going to take one mixed number times another mixed number. So when you look at this, we have some parts to our mixed numbers. So just like we did yesterday, we are going to break apart our mixed numbers. So because there is a whole and a fraction part, you can break this apart into 1 into 1/3. This you can break up into 1 and 2/3. Once you break apart your mixed numbers, you are able to make your decomposition model. So when you make your decomposition model, you are going to create a box. We're going to put our first number on top, 1 and 1/3. Then we're going to put 1 and 2/3 on the side of the box. And we now have our 4 sections. So just like when we multiply whole numbers, we are going to use our decomposition model to multiply these fractions. So we have 1 times 1, 1 times 1/3, 1 times 2/3, and then 1/3 times 2/3. Once we have our 4 answers, we add them together. So we have 1 plus 1/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/9. Now remember, when we add, it's a lot different than multiplication. When we add, we have to make sure that we have like denominators. So let's take a look. This is a whole number, so we don't need to worry about that. So now we have 1/3 and 2/3. Those are the same, so those are okay. But then we have this 2/9. So this ninth is going to be a little tricky. So the first thing I'm going to do is add my 1/3 and my 2/3, and I'm going to get 3/3 plus 2/9. I know that I can actually change my 3/3 into a whole. So now I have 2 wholes and 2/9. So my answer is 2 and 2/9. So 1 and 1/3 times 1 and 2/3 is 1 and 2/9. All right, let's take a look at another problem. So this time we're going to multiply 1 and 2/3 times 1 and 1/4. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our decomposition model, but we need to break these apart. So we have 1 and we have 2/3. Then we have 1 and 1/4. So I'm going to make my decomposition model, and I'm going to have 1 and 2/3 on the top, 1 and 1/4 on the side. I have 1 times 1, which is 1, 1 times 2/3, which is 2/3, 1 times 1/4, which is 1/4, and then 2/3 times 1/4, which would be 2/12. Now, taking a look at this, we need to make sure that we add all of our numbers up together. So we have 1 plus 1/4 plus 2/3 plus 2/12. So if we take a look, we have all different denominators. That makes this problem very tricky. So the first thing we need to do is we need to look at, we have 4, we have 3, and we have 12. Well, I know that if I do 4 times 3, that gives me 12. So I'm going to change these two denominators to twelfths. So in order to do that, I actually have to multiply each fraction by a different number. So to get 12, I have to do 4 times 3. So I'm going to do 3 times 1, and I get 3/12. On 2/3, I have to multiply 3 times 4, and 2 times 4, and that gives me 8/12. So now I'm able to easily add all of these together. So I have 8 and 3, which is 11. 11 plus 2, which is 13. So I have 13/12 and then my whole. So my answer is 1 and 13/12. But I need to change 13/12 into a mixed number. So this is going to give me 1 whole plus 1 and 1/12, which gives me 2 and 1/12. So my answer is 2 and 1/12.